2, 3 years ago, something like that, I stuck myself on what I called at the time the experiment of one, right? Now, obviously, I really wish I hadn't called it that because I didn't realise it would work. I thought it was just, well, I don't know what I thought really. All my life, I've been a soft touch, and people have hurt me because they could. And my mum's always said to me, you know, you're too sensitive, that's your trouble, you're too sensitive, you need to toughen up a bit and all this lot. And about 3 years ago, 2, 3 years ago, I thought, well, what if I shouldn't, you know, what if all these people who tell me that I should be hard-faced and not care about people, what if that's the wrong thing to do? So basically I started an experiment that it's meant to be just me having a go, being nice, telling the truth, thinking of other people before myself, doing things for other people's welfare rather than my own. And you know, I announced it to my boyfriend and my friend at the time, and said, right, I'm going to stick myself on this experiment of one. Now, obviously, here I am a few years down the line, and I believe that it's worked, and that I have got something that I can share regarding my findings on it. So obviously it's a bit embarrassing to be calling it the experiment of one, but that's what I called it at the time. I said, right, I'm going to do this experiment on my own. I'm going to be kind. I mean, I'm a kind person anyway, obviously. Not obviously, you don't know me, but, you know, I've always preferred to be kind. But, you know, in my time, I've been greedy and selfish, and most of the things that we all are. When I started it, I said to my boyfriend, look, I don't know why I'm doing this, I'm just going to give it a go. Because then, if it works, I can then say to other people, this works, do you know what I mean? And that's exactly what I found. Now, the reason I do it, I don't want people to go like, oh, Kerry-Ann's fab, she's always telling the truth, oh, she doesn't lie, oh, she's kind, and all this lot. I did it for me, so that I know, you know, when I give people information, it's the information that is right, you know, so that they can make their judgments based on my reality, not on what I'm telling them and doing something different or thinking something different. This is really tough, you know, it's embarrassing to do, but then with the whole experiment thing, the reason I did it was I don't mind me being made the example of for it, do you know what I mean? It invites ridicule and it invites attack and, you know, nasty things. You know, and people do, who the F do you think you are and all this lot. It's like, I'm nobody, I'm the same as everybody else, you know, we're all, you know, as equal, we all deserve exactly the same place on this planet. And I don't judge people on whether they have more than me or less than me. To me, they are a human being, and that is what we've been educated to not think. We have to judge people about how many numbers they have, about what they own, what possessions they've managed to greedily grasp above everybody else's. Oh, they've got a nice car, oh, they've got a better this than me, they've got a better that than me, and or, oh, they ain't got anything, they must be crap. And this is how we've been educated, you know, and because I stepped back and took myself out of that and decided that I wasn't going to live those rules, I was going to see what it was like to book the rules, what it was like to actually just live for love rather than money, you know, and you know what I mean, I still, you know, it would be nice to have some numbers, and, you know, I see things and think, oh yeah, I'd love to have that, but I am so much happier for not wanting that above other things. You know, I have beautiful children, my family is just the world to me, but also so are you, and I do not lie when I say that, you know. I literally, I know in my heart, and I don't expect you to believe me, you know, but I know in my heart that what I'm doing is right. I know that I am doing it for every single one of us the same amount. I don't want anything more than you, and I'm quite happy for you to have more than me, whoever you are, you know. I just want things a little more fair. Now that must sound like I'm, you know, people with money must be going, oh yeah, here comes another little freaky revolutionary who's going to take everything, what, you know, Robin Hood style-y, you know, take from the rich and give to the poor, and that is not what I'm about either. I don't want to take anything off anybody. The experiment of one, my little experiment, which is now spreading, because, you know, everybody can see, you know, in my little bubble, the people around me, that I felt safe enough that I was allowed to start this thing, because I was surrounded by people that love me, and my daughter's boyfriend. I know he loves me in his own special way, but, you know, there's my boyfriend and then my kids, you know. And that is like a little safe territorial bubble where I could be a freak, and not be hurt by the general populace for being different and being odd. I've always felt like I've not belonged here, you know. I've not known why, but I've been like quite a, you know, a tortured, I suppose they'd call me. I've always felt like you know, I shouldn't be here, I don't belong, I'm not, I don't fit in. And now I realise that I do have a purpose, you know, and I just hope, wish with all my heart that you can hear what I'm saying. Try, you know, a little experiment of your own. And it's not about convincing people that you're telling the truth. It's about wrestling your inner demons. It's like, I'll say something and then think, am I telling the truth there? You know? And if I say anything to somebody, I consciously try not to hurt their feelings with it. If I do, I apologise. You know, apology is such a power, and gratitude and praise are so powerful, but we're not allowed to be gratuitous, we're not allowed to give praise. That is seen as a sign of weakness in this society, you know, and there is a reason for that. There is a very good reason for that, because they know these people that make these decisions, that make us, that bombard us daily with negative images, with words coming up across the bottom of the TV screen: war, kill, murder, stab, death. You know, it is done for a reason. Why do you think they never, you know, report news of people who've done good stuff, you know? Or somebody did something really good today. Everybody's feeling the feel-good factor. When have you ever heard anything like that on the news? The reason is they need us to be bitter. They need us to be sad. They need us to not like each other. And we have fallen for it, because it's been cleverly done over many generations. We just think it's normal. And I can tell you from a completely different perspective that there is nothing normal about it.